I have answers if
Our
you
scouts have been
questions.
combing the Dragon Isles for anything of interest. They've returned much of note, but one discovery stands out amongst the rest: a door. A door forged by the Titans and sealed against the world. No one has yet managed to find their way through to the artifacts that surely lie within. But then, no mystery has endured under the discerning gaze of the reliquary. With the help of the Explorers League, this challenge will be simple, I am certain.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
It is indeed a very large door.
Have you anything new to research?
I trust the journey was trivial for one of your capabilities.
Let me know what you find.
Here we are. If we're going to get past this door, we need to understand who locked it and how. Take a look around and see if you can find anything that might give us the answers we seek.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Take a look around, Ready Dude. Our investigation is just getting started. The top of the staff is known as the finial. It looks like something was on this at one point. Curious. Interesting. I don't see an obvious locking mechanism. Titan devices are never that simple though, are they? Broken stuff? Unfortunate. If these watches were integral to this locking mechanism, we need to find a way to repair or replace this.
What have you learned lately?
We need more to go on than this.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
More questions and no answers. Have you tried knocking? Sure, that would go very well. We need to reach outside the Dragon Scale expedition for this one. Dready Dude, can you speak to Coronos? He may know something. Watchers have observed much over the years. Many of them are lost to the vagaries of time, but we still have Coronos.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Order must be
Hello champion, and welcome to Valdraken. How may I help you? I'm here on behalf of the Dragon Scale expedition. What can you tell me about the sealed Titan facility near Tyrhold?
for the good
The
of
sealed Titan facility? I have no knowledge of this. Perhaps the logs recently restored by the Blue Dragonflight hold some answers. Look through those records and see what can be found. We are watchers after all.
It's too far away.
The Watcher log is ancient but intact. Flipping through it, a page catches your eye. Tyr emerged from the facility and immediately turned to the three Watchers. From each he commanded them to remove the stones atop their staves and pass them to the draconic denizens at 3 points across the Dragon Isles. They were never to speak of this place, and upon return were to keep watch until their forms turned to dust. To the Watcher with the Stone of Vigilance, he directed them to an outpost in the centre of the Azure Span, northeast of the Azure Archives. With the Stone of Insight, he guided them to Zar Skelef, a draconic tower in the Anaran Plains. The Stone of Judgment found a place in the far north of the Isles, where it rests amongst those dragons that were long dead. With the removal of these stones, the way was closed. So I have kept my silence. The only record of this event is found here, if it stands the test of time. So it looks like this one is taking us around. And we're being attacked. Not meant to click that one. The log is ours, and the power of the Titans will follow.
Ah, I could use your expertise.
Did you have a question, Ready Dude?
Remember, there's magic
An attack
in
by the
discovery.
leader of the Sundered Flame In the heart of Valdrakken, unprecedented and incredibly risky, and with the lock he stole from you, he'll be on the same path as us. Agreed, we have no time to waste, ready dude.
Have you anything new to research?
Sundered Flame won't let us recover these stones without a fight.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned. Let me know what you find.
According to the Watcher's logs, the Stone of Insight can be found in a draconic tower on a river in the center of the Anaran Plains. That should be Sarskilif. Be careful. We can be sure the Sundered Flame won't let us just walk in and take it. Once you get there, rendezvous with Toddy, then we can retrieve the stone.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
From what you mentioned, it appears the Stone of Vigilance can be found at an abandoned station northeast of the Azure Archives. That must be Zelfrak Outpost. Meet up with me when you arrive, Dreddy Dude. We can find the stone together.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
An ancient city of dead can only mean one thing, the veiled ossuary off the coast of northern Thaldraszus. It's extensive, remote, and hard to approach. The perfect place to hide something. I'm not sure what we'll find there, Dreddy Dude, but you can bet that it won't appreciate our presence.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Commander Grust, hang in there. There's too many of them. We need a contingent from Valdrakken to retake the ossuary. Between Primalist, Rebels, Blasted Gnolls, and that nonsense at the Conflux, chances are it'll take weeks for troops to become available. You can't be serious, we won't last for much longer like this.
I could use your expertise. I have answers.
Good, you're here. The sooner we begin, the sooner we can leave.
Let me know what you find.
Welcome to the Veiled Ossuary, originally built to house and memorialize the dead. Now the likely location of the stone we've come to call the Judgment of Tyr. We haven't received reports of any overt Sundered Flame presence here, but the expedition has learned that they prefer to strike unawares. Be on your guard, Dreddy Dude.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
This place is unsettling.
Let me know what you find.
In ruins like these, I shudder to think what I might attract with this spell. Be on your guard. Be wary, the Sundered are watching us. A little too quiet. Stone must be here somewhere. Check the nearby rubble. Bunch of scarabs. Aha. Judgment of Tyr. Stone is ours. Now let's leave this place before the Sundered Flame can send any more scouts.
What have you learned lately?
All I ever wanted was to study. Instead, I'm sifting through rubble and getting chased by draconic ghosts.
Keep an eye out for anything
Tyr
interesting.
held this at one point. Incredible.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Over here, so this place isn't what I expected.
I could use your
I
expertise.
know this place is abandoned, but I didn't think it would be so messy.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
Bodies, broken gear, uncontrolled Titan energy. What a disregard for safety and protocol. It looks like they found the stone and it was unstable, bursting into pieces. Fortunately, I'm particularly adept at repairing magical devices, but before I can reform the stone, we need to collect each and every piece.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Here we are. Far-flung fragment. That hornswogg has a terrasect in its mouth. Right, that's all of the terrasect pieces. We need some off this big guy by the look of it. Okay, so we can't actually attack him, but we attack the little ones here. Or we can't damage him rather. I was gonna fly over, but I jumped before I finished casting.
You have questions.
I can't believe it, it's all here. Well done.
Let me know what you find.
I'll head back to base camp and have my people reconstruct this stone. Don't worry, Dready Dude, artifact restoration is our specialty.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Here's Toddy.
What adventure brings you here? Can
You
I
made it.
join?
I've quite the mission for you, Dready Dude.
Let's get moving. Plenty to be done.
Did you see Sarskillif on your way in? It's that ruined tower to the northeast. We've got a bit of good news, bad news situation there. Good news is the stone's already been found. Bad news is it was found by the Sundered Flame, specifically a magic using Drakthir named Mako, and they're using it to control Gorloks. Did I mention the Drakthir's misuse of the stone drove them mad? Well, good luck.
Adventure calls, and
Awesome.
we will answer.
There's a very angry Burgle. So that's the Reclaimer Mako. Alright, we have the Insight. We also got this one here. Gorlok clutches a journal, its cover marred by moisture and lack of care. The faded symbol of the Sundered Flame peeks proudly from behind the tears and discoloration. If you find the missing pages, perhaps you can gain insight into Reclaimer Mako and the madness that has fractured her mind. Not sure if there are pages just lying around or if we have to kill Gorloks for it. I'm assuming we kill Gorloks. Yep. Alright, let's grab a few of these. Grab our trees.
Let's see what you've got.
The reliquary isn't so bad as long as they don't have to get their hands dirty.
See you at the next adventure.
Turns out Gorloks don't make for good bodyguards, eh? I wonder how dangerous she could have been if she held on to her sanity.
Can't wait to see what you discover.
You've done it. Don't worry about me. We should be safe to handle it unless we try to do something crazy, like mind controlling little fish monsters.
Let's get moving. Plenty to be done.
Journal? Written by who?
Adventure calls.
Thanks,
and
but
we
you can
will
keep it.
answer.
I thought the Sundered Flame were crazy before.
See you at the next adventure.
These stones are an incredible discovery, even if their intended use is never realized, but before we try them out, we have a process to adhere to. They must be examined and catalogued, and reports sent and received to both the Reliquary and Explorers League headquarters. Let's meet back at base camp. We can go over what's next.
Can't wait to see what you discover.
You have a Maker's Journal
Glad
that
I
we
could
can
help.
read. Sakharov sent me here to find an ancient artifact. Along with 2 others, they will open the way to a great Titan vault. I will not fail him. Success. With the help of my arcane abilities, I've recovered the stone. Sakharov will surely reward me. You claim that this stone is but a means to greater power, however the energy it contains is prodigious. With it I could claim my rightful place in the Sundered Flame, if only I can learn to control it. As I gaze into the stone, I find myself recalling knowledge without knowing its origin, only fragments, maddening and incomplete. Where does this insight come from? Is it the stone, or have I spent too long alone in this tower? I brought a captured Gorlock into the tower, stone held in front of me. Crude, pelagic thing knelt as if waiting for my word. I commanded it to bring others. Pressure in my skull is incessant and building. My army grows and brings treasures to honor my majesty. Sakharov commanded us to strike from the darkness. He said that our power is greater when it is unseen, but he does not know what the stone has shown me. It sees all. Poor pathetic Sakharov. How silly to think I once craved his respect. I should be the one to lead the Sundered Flame and reclaim our lost glory. They're just here. Pretty dude, just the person I wanted to see. We've got the stones, good for you, but with another wee problem. Those stones were held by watchers, placed at specific angles relative to that door. Correct. 2 of the watchers seemed intact enough for our purposes. What shall we do with the 3rd stone? Don't worry, I won't need anything from either of you, except for a little patience, of course. Pretty dude, once the leader and I are finished with our preparations, we'll send word to you. We've come this far together, and it's only right that you see this through with us.
Well, look what the wind blew in.
Don't worry, show a little patience and we'll get to the bottom of this yet.
Let's get moving. Plenty to be done.
Cool, so that's that one done.